There's boxes of cookies that we're throwing down our throats. And
the question is, your families are all overweight.
so if you believe that your family is all overweight and the result is that you're overweight because it's genetic, well, look, I got news for you. Half of me says, yeah, 100%. Genetics play a major role in the way that we look and the way we feel, the way we process food, 100%. But on the flip side, we can't blame genetics when we open the fridge and there's the cake. We can't blame genetics when we open the cupboard and there's boxes of cookies that we're throwing down our throats. And look, I want to say real quick, I am not pointing fingers. I was one of those guys. On and off throughout so many times in my life, I would blame my family because some of my family members are heavy set, and I would just look at them and I'd say, well, look, that's why back then my stomach is further out than my head, is because I got family members like that too. And to be fair and honest, that does play to a point. At the same time, I'm assuming if you're watching this video right now, chances are is you're not trying to get on stage like Helen did. You're not trying to get into a two-piece bikini to stand in front of 10,000 people the way she did, or the way I did, minus the two-piece bikini. I've never worn that before in my life, but I did get up on stage and I did have to present myself. You're probably just trying to get fit enough to look good in your clothes, to look sexy in your dress, to be able to have your spouse look at you and say, oh my God, you look phenomenal. You don't need to have to deal with genetics to get to that kind of result, in my opinion and in hers. But what you do need is a lifestyle that supports your needs and your desires. So in conclusion, there's 24 hours in a day. All of us have it. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter what you look like, if you're thin or big or wealthy or poor, it doesn't matter. We all have 24 hours. The real question is, what are you putting into your body every 24 hours that's going to support your growth and the sexy figure that you're trying to attain, or that's just sustaining you to keep you the way you look, which is fine, or worse, may not be supporting you at all and might be transforming your body in a way that you really don't want. When we take the time to have a little more what I call self-awareness and self-responsibility, we also take on more power. And I'm a big advocate of having self-power, which means, and this doesn't apply to everyone, okay? But it does for those of us that want to have that kind of result. The first thing I always tell everyone, including myself, is I'm going to make myself responsible for everything. Even if I'm not really responsible, at least if I tell myself I am, then I feel like I can do something about it. Versus what most people say, which is it's genetics, or it's because it's my family upbringing. It's always external, which makes us feel like, well, we can't do anything about it. And that's even worse, because now you feel stuck. But if you're willing to take that first step of just saying, will I take self-responsibility, and just own it. Just own the fact that, okay, this is where I'm at right now. If you can do that for yourself, then you can take that next step, which is to break out of the mental mold of blaming or putting that blame or that reason on other people or other things, and start doing little daily habits that can help you produce the results that you want. And look, in closing, remember something, okay? Any person that's ever had a result in their life that was similar to your situation, if they got it, you can do it too. And that's not just some hype, like some hyped up, like, what do you call it, some airy-fairy, it's success leaves clues, and habits create results. What habit are you using to help create the result you want?